Hey everybody, this is Sarah. I've got the Delaware River behind me and I'm here at Washington Crossing State Park. This is a Pennsylvania state park located in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. We're going to reach 50 degrees here in Pennsylvania in mid-February. We've got a little bit of sun, so it's going to be a beautiful day and you don't want to miss this beautiful and historic park. So come along. So here at Washington Crossing on the Pennsylvania side, there is a visitor center and a museum. I'm here too early in the morning. It opens at 10, so I can't go in there and show you that, but this is available if you're interested in touring a museum and going in the visitor center. Just be sure to come after 10 a.m. So right now I'm just walking on this paved section near the Delaware River. It's super accessible since this is a paved pathway here. It's got beautiful views of the river, and the geese are very active out there today. You can hear them honking in a lot of my shots. All right, so this monument saying that near this spot, Washington crossed the Delaware on Christmas night, 1776, on the eve of the Battle of Trenton. And let's look at how wide the river is here. You can see all these geese out there. There's a really good current moving on the river. You can see how wide it is at this section. Must have been quite a feat to cross. Got a blacksmith shop here. So this is the Durham Boat, which played an important role in Washington's crossing of the Delaware River. These are reproductions, they're not originals, but it gives you an idea of what the boats look like. This kind of shows you the timeline. The crossing begins on the 25th at 4 p.m. Then on the 26th at 4 a.m. they've crossed the river. 26th at 6 a.m. he divides his troop for a two-prong attack. And then on the 26th at 8 a.m. They're outside of Trenton. The Battle of Trenton was on. And then by the 26th at 9:30 a.m. it's over. So I'm a huge fan of the state parks like this where it combines history and then also nature. Like the river area is absolutely beautiful here. You've got all these historic buildings. So I'm here early in the morning, so the visitor center isn't quite open yet, but there's a whole museum you can tour in there as well. So lots of options if you like history and you like nature. This is a really nice picnic pavilion. You actually have grills and cooking equipment here in this stone fireplace in the center, which would be really, really nice to have. So this is available to be reserved from the state park system here. I'm just gonna take a break here for a second. Something that's come up recently is another YouTuber that I follow had kind of like a creepy encounter on the trail. Probably a lot of you have watched it because we're probably watching the same like awesome Pennsylvania YouTubers. But it kind of got me thinking about safety. So like, as you can see in some of our videos, I love to hike with my family. My teenagers love to hike. My husband loves to hike, but life gets busy. My daughter's learning to drive. My son just actually had the flu for a week. Thank goodness he's better. It's a busy season at work for my husband. So a lot of the times, like I'm out by myself hiking and I'm totally fine with that. I love solo hiking. Like I'm used to it. I don't mind the quiet and the peacefulness. So, you know, you're gonna see a mix of that on the channel. Sometimes you'll see the family, sometimes you'll see just me. But it kind of got me thinking about safety. So I wanted to talk to all of you about what I do to kind of stay safe while hiking. So the first thing I do is I always tell someone my plan. Usually it's my husband. I'll let him know where I'm going. I'll let him know when I arrive. I'll let him know when I leave. And that's great when I have cell service. Sometimes you don't have cell service, but I still let him know the general plan of where I plan to be and what I plan to do. And I think that really helps, because then if you're not back by a certain time, you've got somebody looking out for you. The second thing I do is I just make sure I always have a map, or I have all trails, and that I kind of know where I'm going so I don't get lost. I carry, first aid, water, snacks, that kind of stuff with me at all times. And the other thing that I carry, I feel a little silly about it because I've never met anyone that's bothered me on the trail, but I do carry mace. And the one thing I want to mention with this is, like, if you keep it in your bag, it's no good. If you have a scary encounter and you have to ward somebody off, or I don't know, whatever would happen, it's really important to have it at the ready. So like, I'll keep it in my pocket, I'll keep it right in my purse. If I feel like someone's creeping me out a little bit, maybe I'll keep it right in my hand. But for the most part, I've never had any like bad situations, but I would rather be safe than be sorry. So there's some tips that I have for you if you're solo hiking, or if you're just hiking in general. Always good to let somebody know where you're going, always good to carry something for your own safety, and always important to have your basic survival skills, first aid, that type of thing, in case you ever need it, right? So I hope that's helpful to somebody out there. My plan is to cross the bridge here over to the New Jersey side, and I want to show you that because it really has great views of the river. But I will warn you, when we get on the bridge, it's going to be noisy. Cars are able to go by as well, so we'll just check it out and see what it's like. The building is the Mahone K. Taylor House. It was built in 1817 for one of the founders of the Washington Crossing area, and it shows really the family status that they were able to build something like this. And then over on this side, this was the Taylorsville General Store. So around 1828, the store was operated by the Taylor family who owned this yellow house here. And then it also was a post office. And the Mahone Taylor served as the postmaster for nearly 40 years. So that's pretty cool. So we've had like some really weird weather in Pennsylvania. We've had snow a couple times. We've had really cold temperatures, but then we've also had these like freaky warm, mild days. And even though it's been warm, we haven't seen the sun much lately. So like, it is so nice when the sun comes out. It makes all the difference in the world, just in terms of how you feel, and it makes you want to get outside. So it's not going to be sunny all day. We're going to have a storm moving in, possibly snow, depending on the storm line in the state, but I'm going to enjoy the sunshine while it lasts. Walk along here. This is a working bridge. You got some cars going by, but you've got a very nice, safe pedestrian area. I think walking across this really gives you scale of how wide this river is and what a feat it was for Washington and his troops to cross it. I get back home, I've got to look up how wide and long this bridge is, because it's certainly taking a while to cross, and I'm curious in terms of distance. Oh, look at that sunshine. So nice. All right, so we've got the Welcome to New Jersey sign. So now we're on the New Jersey side, and if you look straight across, you can see where we came from. You can see the visitor center, you can see we walked through the historic buildings, we crossed the bridge, and now we're on the New Jersey side. So you've come to Washington Crossing and you want to do quite a bit of walking or hiking. there are tons of trails, especially if you connect the Pennsylvania side with the New Jersey side. Tons of opportunities for longer hikes here. All right, we're gonna cross back here, back into Pennsylvania. We'll make our way back to where we started on the Pennsylvania side of the park. Okay, so this is the McConkey's Ferry Inn. It was an 18th century inn and tavern owned by Samuel McConkey, and the inn served as a guard post during the Continental Army's encampment in Bucks County in December of 1776. And this is the inn where Washington and his aides ate their dinner prior to crossing the Delaware River on December 25th. So there's been additions and updates made to the building since then. Really hope you enjoyed seeing Washington Crossing Historic Park. It was a beautiful day and I enjoyed making this video for all of you. Thanks for watching.